Good afternoon, dear students. Today we are going to talk about compare and contrast essay for Paddington level, and there are several things we're going to do today. First of all, we should understand the format of compare and contrast essay, and we're going to talk about what an introduction is, and what about body paragraphs, and what is the conclusion. At the same time, I'm going to show you two different formats of compare and contrast essay. Let's go. So, as a compare and a contrast essay structure, there are two formats. First one, in the first body paragraph, you can write, for the first body paragraph after introduction, you can write the similarities to compare, and in the second and the third body paragraph, you can write about the contrast, right, the differences. And another format is in the after introduction, in the first and the second body paragraph, you can talk about similarities, and the last paragraph is differences. I will elaborate this one in the following page. Let's go. The first one, introduction paragraph. Introduction paragraph consists of general statement and a thesis statement. And body paragraph 1, first similarities and how they support with the details and examples. And body paragraph 2 and 3, you are going to write first and the second differences, of course, with the support, details, and examples. So after this, you have a conclusion. Conclusion consists of a thesis restatement, right, and a summary and a final thought. So this is the first format of compare and a contrast essay. What about the second one? In the second format of compare and contrast essay, in introduction, it doesn't change, right? It consists of general statement and thesis statement. In the body paragraph 1 and 2, you are going to write first and second similarities of A and B, and with the support, details, and examples. In the body paragraph 3, you just write first differences between A and B, and you have to write support, details, and examples. Again, conclusion is also same, right? First you have to write thesis restatement, then you have to write summary, at the end it is a final thought. So let's go through it again. First format, in the first body paragraph, you write the similarities. In the body paragraph 2 and 3, you are going to write differences. So body paragraph 1 is compare, and the body paragraph 2 and 3 is contrast. Let's go. In the next one, in the second format, in the body paragraph 1 and 2 is similarities, which means compare, right? And the body paragraph 3 is differences. This is contrast. So bear in mind, right, this is extremely important for your essay writing. Of course, conclusion paragraph, it doesn't change. So conclusion paragraph, right, for both format consists of, right, thesis restatement, final thought, and summary. Let's go. What is, right, in introduction paragraph, what is general statement? General statement introduce the topic, right? Introduce the topic, which means what you are going to write about. And the next one, also you have to grab your reader's attention, and you also give the readers prior knowledge on specific topic. So it is argued that in order to grab readers' attention, you have to start very interesting sentences, interesting fact, I don't know, right? There are a lot of things, interesting things, but in an academic essay, you don't need to, right? If you don't know, you don't need to write very interesting starting or interesting introduction, right? Your teachers are supposed to rate it anyway. Alright, so in the exam, right, don't try so hard to find something very interesting. No. What is thesis statement, right? In introduction paragraph, after general statement, what is thesis statement? Thesis statement is one sentence that expresses the main idea of the paper or an essay. It makes a claim, right, directly answering the question. Directly answers the question. So don't forget, right, after a week you are going to have midterm exam in module assessment, right? In your introduction paragraph, you are supposed to include your general statement and your thesis statement, right? Thesis statement. If you don't, right, if you don't include thesis statement in the introduction paragraph, your readers, actually we are as teachers, we don't understand what you are going to write and what is your main idea and what is your claim, right? And we don't understand if you directly answer the question or not. So in the introduction paragraph, I want to say this again, right? General statement and thesis statement. These two things are extremely important, right? Body paragraph 1. Let's go. What is body paragraph? Body paragraph, right? It includes a topic sentence, support, details, and example. Right, it's compare and contrast essay, so a topic sentence. I want to tell you guys, topic sentence cannot be a question, by the way, because in previous homeworks or previous lessons, some students say just write one question as a topic sentence. No, we don't ask questions in topic sentence. We give idea. We just answer the question, right? Why, right? What is the first similarities or what is the first or second differences? So you have to write a full sentence as a topic sentence, and a support and the details and examples you give, right, after topic sentence. After this, right, of course your body paragraph, right, is going to be at least 3 paragraphs, right, 3 paragraphs, and each paragraph you have a topic sentence, you have supporting ideas and the details with examples, right? At least you have to write 3 body paragraphs. Again, conclusion, right? Conclusion, right, includes thesis statement, final thought, and a summary. Don't forget this, right? In your essay, if you don't remind the reader, write your thesis again, probably the reader or teacher, they forgot the beginning, so it is better, right? It is best, it's a good idea to just restate the thesis, and then you have the summary, give the summary, and you have to write your final thoughts. Let's go ahead, let's try to write an essay about a traditional class vs an online class. So, write a compare and contrast essay on a traditional class vs, right, an online class. Of course, right, the golden rule in writing an essay, first of all, you have to brainstorm, right? You have to brainstorm. So, which format I should choose? Right? Which format I should choose? When you brainstorm, just go back to this slides a little bit. When you brainstorm, and you know a lot of differences, right, between a traditional class and online class, but you know a few similarities between these two. So the first format, right, looks really ideal, because you know less, right? A few similarities, but you know a lot of differences. So the first format, right, seems really, really ideal. However, if you think you know a lot of similarities, but you don't know too much differences, so second format of compare and contrast essay seems really, really ideal. So it just depends, right? It just depends on you. So when you brainstorm, which do you know more? Right? Differences or similarities? If you know more similarities, right? If you know more similarities, choose the second format. So if you know more differences, choose the first format. So my golden rule, before I write an essay, I have to brainstorm. So first of all, we are going to brainstorm about the similarities about compare. So let's think about it. Online class and a traditional class. What are the similarities, guys? So before this coronavirus, right, outbreak, we had actually online classes, but now we had actually traditional classes like face-to-face classes, but now we have online classes. So before we had teachers in the classroom, and now also in online class there is a teacher. So the first similarities, in my opinion, I think, right, both requires instruction from teachers, right? And let's go ahead. In your traditional classroom and in your online classroom, you have homework. I know you don't like it, but you have homework. So this is the second similarities, right? Second similarities. What about the next one? It doesn't matter you take traditional, right, face-to-face class or online class. At the end of the course, you're supposed to take an exam. I know it's grueling, it's difficult, maybe you don't like it, but it is the similarities between a traditional class and an online class. And what about last one? And the aim of both is same, right? So it doesn't matter you take traditional or online class. We try to educate you. We try to teach you. Also, in my opinion, I think I can just brainstorm very quickly, and I find 4 similarities. Of course, there are a lot of tons of similarities. It is just up to you. Next one is differences. So what about differences? In a contrast, it's a little bit different, isn't it? So what is differences? The first one, scheduling of the course, right, might be different, right? Scheduling of the course might be different. For example, for online classes, you can take it at any time, right? Probably you are watching me at the moment on TV, but some people, they don't have this chance to, right, watch me and listen to me here. So, but you have a chance to go ahead on YouTube channels of Üsküdar University TV channel to just learn, right, to study. So scheduling of the course is different. Right. For traditional classes, you have set, right, schedule, like before you start the module, there is a set, right? There is a scheduled program is given to you, but online program, it changes according to your schedule and according to the teacher's schedule. What about next differences? Next differences is student-teacher communication is different. In traditional classes, normally what will happen? We just talk face-to-face, but online communication is different. We just talk through microphone. It is different. And then what about next one? Platform and location is different, right? In a traditional classroom or classes, we normally conduct our lessons in a classroom, in a physical classroom, but right, in our online class, we just do it through TV like this, and for example, kind of modern teaching tools, right, such as Zoom, Üsküdar University kind of platforms, right, distance education platform. So they are actually different. But in traditional classroom, you had to sit in a classroom. In a physical classroom, there's a desk and a chair, and this is the differences. And the last differences I can think of is tuition fee could be different, right? Could be different. So what about it? Online courses are normally expensive. It's inexpensive. It is cheaper than the traditional class, right? Maybe at the moment, right, because of coronavirus outbreak, you have a lot of time at home. I hope you are staying home, and you just start taking some courses from very famous universities all around the world. For example, you pay only $10, maybe less money, right, to get a degree maybe or a certificate, right? But in traditional courses, it is rather costly. Can you imagine? You just go to England and study a very famous university, and you have to pay a lot of pounds to university. So this is the differences I can find. Of course, you can think of more idea about the similarities and the differences, and if you could, perfect, just add it here and there. So we start from the general statement. This is my general statement, right? Maybe you have different general statement, no problem at all. So nowadays, teaching programs have been switched from traditional in-class program into online lessons due to the outbreak of coronavirus. Each has special features. Each of them is preferred by some people, while some people don't. So this is a kind of general statement. So I am trying to write an essay about traditional class program or online lessons. So this is my general statement. Of course, you have different general statement, no problem. However, pay attention to your grammar, spelling, and you should not off topic, right? You should not off topic. All right. What about the thesis statement? Thesis statement is the most important part in introduction because it tells the reader what your main idea is. So indeed, right, of course, both share a number of key features, right? Share a number of key features in terms of the method of instruction, assignment, assessment, and the aim of the course in question. So is instruction, method of instruction, assignment, assessment, and aim of the course, they are the similarities because it share a number of key features. They are similarities. Meanwhile, a traditional class differs from online class in numerous important ways. So this is my right, contrast section, such as tuition fee that you pay for school or for online program or traditional class, and the scheduling of the program, student-teacher communication, and the platform and the location of the course. So in this thesis statement, I am telling my reader what my idea is. So there are several things about there are several similarities between traditional class and online class. For example, assessment, assignment, and instruction and the aim of the course. And the differences is like tuition fees, scheduling of the program, right? Teacher-student communication, and the platform, maybe location. They are the differences. I tell my reader, this is my main idea, which means in my body paragraph, I am going to support what I have written here. All right, body paragraph 1. This is my first topic sentence. The first significant similarity between online class and a traditional class is that both require instruction from teachers, from a teacher or from teachers. How? So support, detail, and example. I want to give you a hint here. How do you support it? Right? You can say, right? You can talk about your own experience about like what happened in your traditional classes and online classes, and you can just tell me the similarities, right? There's a teacher, there's also a teacher here, or instructor. You can use details as an example. I am a good example for you, right? A couple of months ago, actually, I was teaching in a traditional classroom, but now I am teaching here, online or TV. Alright, this is my body paragraph, and I leave support, details, examples for you. It is your homework and your job to accomplish it. Alright? Format 1 and format 2 you want to choose, so I just want to leave it to you. So body paragraph 2, so I want to tell you again, in a body paragraph 1 I write similarities, in body paragraph 2 I write first differences, body paragraph 3 I write second differences, or in body paragraph 1 I will tell, what is it, differences, and the other body paragraph 2 and 3 I will tell, right, I will write the similarities. Then conclusion paragraph, and in conclusion paragraph also I leave it to you, right? Conclusion paragraph, don't forget, it includes 3 things. Restatement of your thesis, which you mentioned in your introduction paragraph, right? And you have to write a summary, a very short summary, and again you have to give final thought. And what do you think of this, right, traditional and online classes? Good. Thanks for listening, and if you have any questions you can send me an email, right? And my email address is alan.w@iskudar.edu.tr, and I'm going to see you next week for advantages and disadvantages essay. See you next time. Bye bye.